Is the mic micing? The mic is not micing, ladies and gents. Yo. Am I Mike? Mike? Where's Mike?
Something's muted. I don't know.
Oh no, chat. What are we gonna do? Is it like did I act because I accidentally pressed it? Can you hear me now?
There you go.
Yo. Chat, we good?
Yeah.
Let me know, chat. First and foremost, on the road to 150K, but we're at 50K subscribers, chat. Shout out to all the new people tuning into the channel. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe and the notifications so you know when we go live. There's plenty of shows and tunes for you to tune into. We got plenty of stuff on this channel throughout the week. You know, it's just not only on Mondays at 8:30 Central Standard Time, aka Chicago time, dummy. It's also other days of the week, you know, like Wednesdays and Thursdays and Fridays. It's an abundance of content for you guys. So shout out to all the new people tuning in. Shout out to all the old people tuning back in. And make sure you go check out the more episodes that we got. Word! Any thoughts, Goku? Anyways, shout out to all the new people coming in. Shout out to all the old people coming in. Not that you guys are old. Not that you guys are brand new. Whatever, man. Shout out to everyone tuning into the tuners, man. We appreciate every one of y'all. Make sure you're hitting those buttons. Push all the goddamn buttons. Yeah. On the road to 150K, we're a third of the way there. More than a third of the way at this point. The subscribe, the notification, the like. There's a whole comment section for y'all to, you know, hop in the chat with us. Chat. We just chatting. There's also, oh wait, right here, literally right here. Drop a donation. $, heat detector to the Cash App. We gotta pay the bills. All right, we gotta pay all the bills. Then you have the call to action over there in the other corner. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Hit the share button. The share button is so freaking cool. You can share it as a link. You can share it as a text. You can share it as a DM. You can share it as whatever you like. But just make sure you share.
And all the buttons are free.
The buttons are free to push. You don't get charged to push buttons unless you're dropping the super chats or, you know, becoming a member, which we also appreciate. You know, like I said, plenty of content for you guys to hop in and check out. Just found a hazard on the floor. We'll get to HR in a minute. But yes, disclaimer time, of course. This is a mature content for educational and entertainment purposes. We may say some things you don't like. We may do some things you don't like. In that case, you don't gotta hit the report. As we're trying to build a rapport, go find another channel for you to support. There's plenty of for you to tune into. But with that being said, señoras y señores, bienvenido al programa más deportivo, antideportivo para deportes. 8:30, tiempo central, Chicago. Pendejos. Bienvenido al programa más deportivo, antideportivo para deportes. Yeah. No nos tienen que reportar. Busquen otro canal para disfrutar. No tiene que ser este en específico. Pero nomás no nos reporten. Si les gusta el contenido, dale me gusta. Dale el suscribirme. Dale. Sorry, man. The translation in real time sometimes is Kind of off, chat. Kind of off. But with that being said, 8:30 Central Standard Time, aka Chicago Time Dummy. Welcome to Whoopty Whoop Sports Podcast. Hashtag where's Jay, chat. Hashtag where's Jay. We're here on another Monday. Glad to be in each other's company. Having a good time, really. Having a good time. Unwinding. It's been quite the year this past weekend. But we're back once again. With this question, chat, and I pose this question and make sure y'all hit the comments if y'all didn't tune in live, or hit the chat if you guys are tuning in live. This question is, why is Chicago not a seed for the World Cup? And I love to hear y'all thoughts about this. I love to know what y'all want to point to being the reason of why Chicago isn't a seed for, this edition of the World Cup. It's a call to action. I'm calling for some action.
What do you want to hear in the chat?
So y'all's thoughts of what you think is the reason of why Chicago isn't a seed for the World Cup. Why didn't we get a venue?
The World Cup should be played.
Where? What?
Chicago.
Chicago. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense, chat. It doesn't make any sense. We're the most diverse city in all of the United States of America. You know?
America.
We are the most diverse city. Every walk of life has been through Chicago. You know, it's the mecca for culture, the cultural pot. You know, the cultural crock pot of pot and crocks and people and culture. You know, so to me, chat, it doesn't make sense why there isn't a seed for the World Cup in Chicago. And it's not a good look that the U.S. lost their last game before the World Cup. You know, that lost their last friendly against Germany. They lost against the Germans. There could be a whole joke there, but we don't want to get reported, chat. And yeah, man, not a good send-off. They scored an amazing goal, lost 2-1 here in Chicago at Soldier Field, chat. And maybe that's why they didn't want to do a seed for the World. Maybe this last friendly, they were like, this is why we didn't choose Chicago for a seed for the World Cup. But hey, the World Cup is coming. You know, it's right upon us, chat. Literally a couple of days away. This shit gets cracking.
Is that a Pobrecito Chicago moment you're having?
Yeah, I'm kind of upset about it. I can't lie to you. Shout out to the Holy Spirit on the board today, chat. And make sure y'all put in the chat also hashtag Where's Jay. He promised y'all he was gonna be here. He told y'all last week. Where is Jay? Hit the jingle.
Jay's Pigs. Jay's Pigs. Jay's Pigs. Jay's Pigs. Jay's Pigs.
Whatever you pay.
Where's Jay, chat? I would have loved some thoughts, some of Jay's opinions and thought process of what's going on, you know, in the world of sports. We got more stuff to talk about, but one thing I want to get out of the way before we move on. Andre Giardini, Andre Jardine, whatever you want to call him, I call him the GOAT. I'm groovy. Oh, groovy. See, yo, my bad, chat. But I just want to give this a little segment time to give a little tribute to the greatest coach in Club America history, let alone Mexican league soccer. You know. And shout out to Stacy. Who? Stacy King. Sorry, man. You know, educational purposes, chat. That's what we're here for. Educate me in the chat. Shout out to all the chat. But yes, Andre Jardine has left the head coaching of Club America after winning 6 titles, after being the coach with the most trophies and the most titles in the club's history. We're gonna miss him. It's gonna be some shoes that are very, very hard to fill, that will probably take a long time to fill. We announced a new coach already. If y'all been staying tuned to Club America social medias and stuff, chat. Shout out to Club America. I hope we get back on the right track. We did go trophies for a season, for a year and a half, which, we coming off of the back of two years in a row of winning everything. You know what I'm saying? Except CONCACAF, which is something that we desperately need to win. But Andre Jardine, I will fucking miss you, man. Please come back anytime you like. You always have a home here. You made history. You did what no other coach could do. You've done something that will never be replicated, or at least won't be for a very long time. Tricampeón, solo hay uno, gente. Solo hay un tricampeón. Y se llama el Club América de André Jardine. We'll miss you, André. For Andre Jardine. Chat. Something else. If y'all been staying tuned to the tunage, y'all seen that the new Madden cover has been announced and revealed. Would it be announced or revealed? I'm pretty sure it'd be revealed but it's like it's an announcement at the same time. So isn't it the same thing? A reveal / announcement? Announcement reveal? A reveal announcement? Because you could reveal the Chat, Caleb Williams is the new Madden the Madden cover for Madden 27. And where is Jay? Where's Jay? Thoughts, Kakarot? Mm-hmm. Hashtag where's Jay, chat. Hashtag where is Jay? Where is he? It'd be cool to hear some thoughts of, and some commentary. Because as you all know, there is also a Madden curse running amok. And this is not looking good for Caleb Williams and the Hammond Bears. All right? That the fact that he is the new cover star, and we are all aware that there is this curse upon all the cover stars of Madden. Not all of them. Some have evaded the Madden curse. But hey, we saw what happened with Pat. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, long did Pat stay? I'm not talking about that Pat. That Pat could do no wrong. The smoothest of all time. You already know, chat. Let us know your thoughts, though. Make sure you hit the comments. Make sure you hit the chat. And let us know what you think of Caleb Williams be the new Madden 27 cover. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool. Cool for that real Iceman. Cool for that guy. Good guy. But we'll see if he evades the curse. That's something that to be concerned of, especially if you're a fan of the Hammond Bears, chat. Bam, bam, bam. I don't got the soundboard right now, chat. So I'm making my own sound effects. Chat! What's happening, chat? Well, I can't believe this. What we all feared has happened. Maybe not Ace. Shout out to DJ Ace Vito. Where you at? Are you in the chats, DJ Ace Vito? I haven't seen you in these chats. No, he's not in these chats, chat. But anyways, shout out to DJ Ace Vito. He's been manifesting that the Bears move to Hammond for whatever reason, because it's closer. But really, let's think about it. Is Indiana going to be any closer than Chicago? The traffic's still going to be stupid. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what this move is, what they're trying to do. Either the governor or the mayor, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? He dropped a statement about what's transpired today, chat, or this week, I should say. The Bears no longer a Chicago team, and you got to think about it, chat. What is the fan base gonna do? Are we all really gonna drive to fucking Indiana? It would have been a different story if it was like closer to the Hard Rock Casino, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, they got some cool shit in that Hard Rock Casino over in Gary. They got fucking Michael Jackson's Thriller jacket in that bitch. Fire. But yes, chat, the Bears, the Hammond Bears. What is next? The Kenosha Bulls? We've already stated it on this fucking chat. Not this chat, this fucking live stream. This podcast. This Whoopty Whoop Sports Podcast. We've already talked about this, chat. What the fuck is gonna happen to all Chicago sports? And it's like it's not gonna make a difference. Because as long as they're fucking selling, it's gonna be a fucking tragedy, chat, if the fucking Hammond Bears make it to the fucking Super Bowl. We can't like, cause what we're not gonna keep calling them the Chicago Bears, and that's gonna be a fucking tragedy. First year out of Chicago, and now they're in the fucking Super Bowl. What the fuck's the matter with them? But hey, like I said, there's that Madden curse that they still gotta watch out for. So not only leaving Chicago can be a curse in itself, and you know, if I was Danhausen, I would curse it myself. But I'm gonna have to talk to Danhausen, you know, to get some, you know, plan housing on the curse housings, on the bear housings for doing this. I can't believe this shit. It hurts as a Chicagoan. It hurts. Anyways, chat. Um, Speaking of cities that are gonna be destroyed, we all have New York in our best thoughts, chat, because what the Knicks are doing is astounding, and they're playing. I think they're playing right now, and then maybe that's where Jay is, low key. Jay, Are you watching the fucking finals? We could have. God damn it. But anyways, the Knicks are up at halftime, chat. Y'all wanted a live sports update. We got them here at Whoopty Sports, Mondays, 8:30, 8:30-ish, Central Standard Time. Chicago time, dummy, for those that don't know. And we're just here every fucking Monday, all right? Make sure y'all hit the subscribe and the notifications so you know exactly when this fucking beautiful show starts. All right? But, yeah, next up by fucking, by what is that? By fucking 7? Next up by 7 at halftime, chat. Um, they're in New York, obviously, for game 3 and game 4. I don't think the Spurs have it in them to win in New York. Fuck. Texas. Sorry, Texas. But Wemby's not gonna be able to do that. I don't think Michael Jordan himself would be able to do that. Cause I've talked about this on the show before, Chad. We've all talked about this on the show before, Chad. The crowd and the fandom play a crucial part in any team's success at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Knicks fans are playing a crucial part in the Knicks' success this season. And matter of fact, even last season, they you know, these past couple of seasons, honestly, the fandom has kind of been running rampant for a fat minute, and I think they're getting their just dues now. And you know, I don't want to make comparisons to these weak ass Arsenal fans that be annoying and shit. Cause honestly, the Knicks fans just crack me up. To be honest, I think they're fucking hilarious. Shout out to everyone in New York. But with that being said, chat, also New York, what the fuck? Leave Elmo alone, New York. Chat, if y'all haven't been staying up to tune in to the tunage, Elmo, our beloved childhood friend, fucking been getting bullied on fucking Twitter. It's crazy. These New Yorkers are fucking ruthless and relentless. Let me get in that fucking Elmo all because Elmo told both teams to remember to have fun. But I understand why New York is upset. Because Elmo, you from Manhattan, dog. Sesame Street is in Manhattan. What are you doing? I understand the sportsmanship. Elmo's a very charismatic character, you know what I'm saying? He's friends with everybody. But hey, remember, being a friend to everybody is being an enemy to yourself. Elmo, you should take some notes, all right? Maybe this is some bullying. Maybe this is just some criticism to help you become a better Elmo, all right? You gotta know, you gotta remember your roots, Elmo. You from New York. There ain't no love to show to San Antonio right now, all right? Ain't no love being shown to San Antonio right now. Um, it's gonna be a cool thing though. The Knicks pull it off. Uh, right now as it stands, they're up 3-0, and I just don't believe San Antonio has what it takes to come back from a 3-0 deficit, chat. So congratulations to the Knicks. Congratulations to Danhausen and the Nickhausens, because Danhausen's curse has standed the test of time, at least the test of the playoffs. and the NBA finals. And yeah, Danhausen is a menace. Chat. Let me know if y'all been staying tuned too with fucking Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. Low key after WrestleMania and all that stuff. I think it's kind of been it's all right. Things are all right, chat. But we'll see. Kind of getting more excited, getting towards SummerSlam. We'll see what happens in SummerSlam. Um, but yeah, chat. Moving on from that, let's talk about some what some coward tactics. All right, between street fights and sanctioned fights. All right, because I just been seeing some shit. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like I seen this one clip chat the other day of a dude biting another dude in the arm during the fight. And at first, you can't even see through like the actual angle of the fight. You couldn't really see this shit play out in real time. I thought the dude was just calling for time for whatever reason he got injured or whatever the fuck. Maybe he like I even thought he was being pussy. Why are you calling the fight right now? Did you get hit like get a below belt hit or like what? And then you see on the replay from a different angle, this guy's just straight fucking gnawing at his fucking arm. And then he shows his arm after, and you see the fucking bite marks clear as day. So, chat, this isn't a street fight. This is a sanctioned fight. That was a coward tactic, but it got me thinking, chat. Is it also a coward tactic in a street fight? Because in a street fight, everything goes, right? It's just a thought, chat. You know what I'm saying? Get in here. Let me know your thoughts, chat. What are some coward tactics that you would never use regardless whether you're winning or losing in a fight? Um, I think overglowing when you're winning a fight is a coward tactic in itself too. Um, there's different angles we could go about this way, chat. But let me know your thoughts. All right. There's a comment section right there. There's also right here the fucking Cash App. Go donate. We got to pay the bills somehow. There is the call to action on the other end. Like, notification bell, subscribe, all that good stuff. Yes. There's been a lot of stuff to talk about, chat, all right? Should I hit the jingle? Chat, should I hit the fucking jingle, chat? I have no soundboard right now, chat. All right, hit the jingle. Jay's picks. Jay's picks. Jay's picks. Jay's picks. Bet on yourself. Make money. Anyways, chat. We're gonna go over some picks real quick to end the show out. Then we'll do the old outros and all that good stuff. It's gonna be a quick one this time, chat. Thoughts, Kakarot? Hashtag where's Jay? Where the fuck are you? He's for sure watching the finals. That has to be it. That has to be it. Shout out to all the chat that's been watching the finals, but also has their phone on the side. Tuning into Whoopty Whoop Sports. All right. At UNRAP on the tube. But look, like I said, chat, the World Cup is only a couple days away. It's about to be cheddar season. All right. Look, chat, my picks for the cup winners, we're going to go as follows. We're going to drop a top 5. And, no sponsorship, but hit us up for the sponsorship with the sports books. I ain't gonna let you know I'll let you know which apps you could toggle this on. You know what I'm saying? But holler at us for the sponsorships. Bet responsibly. If you got a problem, there is a hotline. And the first step is admitting you have a problem. But like we said, we're here to make some cheddar, gain some cheddar. But things happen as life goes. But more often than not, we're making cheddar. Hashtag where's Jay? Dummies must knows. We'll be back very soon too. We talked about superstitions a couple episodes back, or at least we tried to. And maybe we'll talk about some other, topics and stuff like that when it comes down to the world of sports betting, chat. So make sure you get your sports book betting apps open and follow us on this ride of making cheddar. All right. Top 5 picks to win the World Cup. We're going to go Spain, number 1. All right, Lamine Yamal's first fucking World Cup. I'm expecting kind of maybe it's overseeing expectations or something like that. So for trophy winners, this is tournament winner. This is what it should be, something like this on whatever sports app you choose. Sport tournament winner: Spain, good pick. Portugal, believe it or not, decent pick. France, then I would go. You have to put Argentina in there, Chad. And I'm gonna go as far as say Norway before Spain, before France. They have a crazy squad. I think they're a sleeper team. You could put Morocco in there, as that would be the top 6 right there. But yeah, those are for tournament winners. Chat, make those picks now before the tournament starts. Those are probably your best odds too before the tournament starts. When we're going semifinalists, any of those top 6 will go through. But you know what, Chad? Something that's gonna make it worth, something that's gonna make the risk worth this biscuit. All right, this biscuit is worth the risk. Put Mexico as a semifinalist, chat. Tell me if I'm fucking wrong. Come back to this one. You could, on certain sports betting apps, you could pick a semifinalist. Put Mexico in there, just for fucking shits and giggles. Why not? But like I said, any of those top 6 you could pick as well. There's also some decent picks on top goal scorers for teams. I would say Erling Haaland for Norway is a great pick. Someone asked about Vinicius Jr. and I would not put him, or even Lamine Yamal. I would not put either of them as top goal scorers for their teams. Lamine Yamal is more of a playmaker. It's his first World Cup. He may want to star up. You know what I mean? Clutch up. And he may end up being, he'll at minimum be, you know what I'm saying, the most goal and assist contributions. You know what I'm saying? He'll have the most contributions when it comes to netting a goal. But whether he's going to be the top goal scorer, that's to be seen. Mbappe is a good pick to be the top goal scorer for France, but who knows if he doesn't perform, I don't see the coach having a problem with benching him and putting a different player over. But chat, those are some top goal scorers that you could hit for those picks. Mexico versus South Africa is the first game, chat. If you want some picks for that game, for sure, over 1.5 goals. If you want to get bold, put Mexico to score first. If you want to get even bolder, put both teams to score. I could see a correct score of like 2-0, 2-1, possibly. I would put over 2 goalkeeper saves for Mexico's side. I would put over 3 goalkeeper saves for South Africa's goalkeeper. I see this going over 7.5 corners as well, Chad. So those are some good picks for the Mexico South Africa game. You also have Korea versus Czechia, Republic of Czech Republic. Fuck. Pronunciations is our thing here, chat. And I would put that game over 1.5 goals. And I would put money line South Korea. South Korea has had a couple of decent friendly games right before the World Cup. They've been performing better. And Heung-min Son looks like he's going to be in form for this World Cup. It could be one of his last World Cups or even appearances for South Korea or Korea Republic. So we'll see what happens. I would put over 1.5 goals for this game as well. Son to either score or assist, of course, but also money line South Korea, chat. And with that, hit the jingle. I'll hit the jingle, chat. I can't hit the jingle, chat. Wait, yeah, I can hit the jingle, chat. I'll hit the jingle, chat.
Jay's picks. Jay's picks. Jay's picks. Jay's picks. Jay's picks.
Whatever you bet.
Bet on yourself. Bet a lot of money. Bet on yourself.
Whatever you bet.
Bet a lot of money.
You know how it goes, chat.
Picks.
How the cookie crumbles.
Hashtag
Hashtag where is Jay?
Jay's picks.
Thoughts, Kakarot?
Whatever you bet.
Yeah, I think he's watching
Bet
the
on
finals.
yourself. Bet a lot of money. Bet on yourself. Whatever you bet.
Chad, if you guys tune into the finals, if y'all have any thoughts of what we talked about on this show today, y'all know where to find that fucking box right there to drop a comment and drop a thought. Let us know, Chad.
Whatever you bet.
Once again, shout out
Bet on
to
yourself.
everybody that's been subscribing.
on
Shout out
yourself.
to everybody
Whatever
that's
you
been
bet.
tuning into the shows. Shout out to everyone that goes back and tunes into the old shows. I've been saying this. We have mad content on this channel, chat. And this ain't the only show that goes on during the week. So that's why we're telling you, hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe. All right, that's how to stay up to date to what we got going on. We got plenty of more going on in store in the near future. We got a lot of stuff happening. So make sure y'all just join us along for the ride, for the journey. Shout out to Steve Perry. You know, shout out to him, man. Shout out to all of y'all. Hit the outro. I'll hit the outro, chat. Oh. Ah. Oh, man. What an episode, chat. Sometimes you gotta work double duty. At UNRAP on all socials. UNRAP. We've been mispronouncing and misspelling shit all the time. A little dyslexic, but we won't do that for now. Cash App right here. Help us pay the bills. Call to action on the other end. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Chat, it's been a pleasure as always. It always be a pleasure. And this is another part where I'm gonna have to stand up. You guys are just gonna be accompanied by Pack Rock in a second. Gotta get it back there to end the show. And do the little outro to end the show. Start hearing the end of the show. Anyways, 55K. 55,000 subscribers, chat. More than a third of the way to the 150. We got something special coming for y'all, all right? A lot of special things. A lot of special things. And when things are special, sometimes they wish they were special. And when they wish they were special, the special gets wished. And where the fuck did the mouse go, chat? Golly. It's just some things are always special. And but like this is just a special journey, you know. Shout out to Steve Hill. And you know, when things get special, it's especially special. You know? And it's so fucking special. It makes you want to wish you were special. But it's still so fucking special. Oh my god. Where's the end button? Here it is. Alright, chat, peace.